fucking cunt of a game.
Playing VR is making us miserable, so I hope you enjoy. Yeah.
I missed that. Hold on. Fuck off. Realizing a headshot. Fucking go down. I'm on a fucking mood tonight. Stay down, you cunt. Yeah. I didn't even see him come until the last minute. Well,
Oh, it is what it is. I said it. Well, when I was going up the hill towards that one who just got me, I said him shooting, so I assumed he was shooting the one who was running off in front of him. But no,
the LQ on that, man.
no problems. Sorry, bud. I didn't know if you had your back because you were just outside the building. I didn't know if you were in front or behind.
So, you're cool.
I just seen him come from where he were coming from, and I thought, oh, hello. Level 3 bag here. Level 3 bag. That'll be his, yeah. The last game, I forgot all about it being duo. Yeah, guy here. Coming round towards you. He's in garage, I think. No, he's right building. Coming to you. Hit fire the fucker. It's not that bad. It's alright, this little Otis. Not enough bullets, but it's alright.
It's a QXR here. Cool.
Oh, I'm not a... It's not that I'm not a fan of it. I've never really used it much, that QXR. It's alright at shooting straight and all that, but for strafing left and right, it's I don't find it that good. I've got a sniper expert here. It's green, but...
Oh, that's all.
Ah, you got purple.
No, oh, that's all. I've got someone there and live.
Oh, I've got a purple one up here as well. Do you want that?
Got an AK-17 up here, but I'm tracking someone. Someone's saying just hold on a sec.
It's alright. Yeah. I've got a Maddox here.
There is someone around here. Where are we?
Coming to you. Purple. Whatever it is, purple sniper extended mag. And I've got some, is it ammo as well? Cheers.
You want a blue hip fire?
No, I'm good. I've got one, Teresa. Do you know? I've been on equipping it lately. I found I don't really need it. I know it helps a little bit, but I found I don't need it.
Sometimes you're in favour with things, sometimes you're not.
Collect some light while I'm here. A bit quiet here. It's going to get noisy right at the end, isn't it? It's too quiet.
Tends to happen.
Oh. I've got some sniper. More heavy upstairs. I'm going to make my way up to the little church at top of it.
Yeah. Just beware that circle is right on it.
Yeah. I've not too bad. I've got medic on. Right, and I've got everything here. Yeah, it's on us now. I can see a bike in front of me. I'm gonna get out at water. Come on, swim. Well, you crack on. You crack on. I'm in green shield. Go. I've got one spare. It's only there anyway.
Sorry.
It's alright. Yeah. It's alright. The car here. Not near, but I can hear them. Behind that rock. Is it water? Got it.
This one. I figured if he weren't over on the side, they'd be in the water.
Yeah. He ran from a house. I heard him fighting. I heard him going in water. I got him.
No shot.
So was his mate.
Hold up. Someone else is here.
Behind you. Nice.
And another one.
There's another one coming up here. Should be another. That way. Can't see him.
I got a blue range here if you want to.
Just keep an eye out here. I've just marked up. I heard a couple of gunshots there. I think they were fighting each other, but yeah, I got it. We're in that direction when I just marked. Ah, they're off near to Sunny. Take it back.
I know there's one over here somewhere. I saw a glimpse of one before I turned my back and thingy. So we shot them two at the water a couple of minutes ago. Saw something move, but I didn't know whereabouts he went. What was 100%?
Just going to put a health plate on. Have you got a kinetic left?
7 greens, 1 blue.
Oh, yeah. One that's out of you. Just going to have a look behind us. Zone's coming in. Zone's right behind us. Bike's there. Car there. Yeah. We're not back.
Well, with 9 people left. Right.
There's an Arctic 50 in that. Yeah.
Range ain't as strong as the HDR. The only perk you get is thermal. It's the only difference.
Okay.
That's the only thing really that is a difference. Everything else is pretty much just standard.
You're going right. You're going right. I'll go right centre. Smoke drop's gone. I think it's gone. I'm going to go around to the left of the rocks instead of directly to it. See if he's out round here.
Just watch out.
Right, I'm working my way up to the top.
Just watch
Yeah.
out.
I'll make my way over there. Yeah, I'm making my way down to it now.
On me.
There's nothing around us. Yeah.
Another one on the floor as well. Oh, fuck it.
It's me throwing grenades at him.
Fucking cunt.
There he comes. Yeah.
And you go
Nice.
down and all. Fucking game. Headshots every time, and it's gone to either the side or it's not picked up.
What's that on the HDI?
Just anything. Anything to do with a headshot, and it's not recognising it. It's doing my fucking head in tonight. On every fucking weapon. Every weapon. Nice shot on the water, by the way.
Say that again. Sorry.
Nice shot on the water, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I seen him fighting. I seen him go through the house, and I thought he was going to stay there. I crept down as far as I could, and then I seen him. He crept out the other door and went behind the rocker where I marked up. And then next thing, I thought, you slippery little shit. He slid. He must have slid down into the water, and I just seen his head bob up for a second. But I don't know what it is with this. My AK-17 build is a good one. I don't know what. I don't remember building it, but this HG40, I'm enjoying using this HG40. I thought it were an AR, but it isn't. It's actually an SMG. But it's got range. Better than the RUS 79.
The Russell, yeah, the Russell.
And it's and it's quieter. Just the builder's done it. It's a lot quieter. I've been enjoying them too. I keep forgetting it's in my box.
Yeah.
So if I can't get if I can't get to my
HG40,
if I can't get to my 17, if I can't get to my 17, I use the HG40 just because it's so quiet. Well, it's like I said, you don't realise how noisy stuff is until you hear your other team player either in a car or a bike or flying down. Because normally when I'm doing against teams on my Todd, you're not aware of anything, are you? You're just aware of what's in front of you, what's outside of you, and luckily nothing behind you.
That's what made me wonder if that guy you got in the water had gone in the water, but I was thinking if he doesn't come up in the next kind of 10-15 seconds and he's not there, and obviously you picked him off, so obviously I kind of confirmed what I thought. That's why I wondered if he managed to actually get over to the other side or not, or whether he'd gone, because by the time I looked over, it was just like, this is a little bit longer. He's got to be losing health by now. So I think by the time I started turning around, that's when he popped his head up. So.
Hold on.
I just had him in my sight as well, and obviously he popped and looks this for a second before I did.
So what's happening? So what's happening with the HDR? Is it shooting a bit to the left, even though you've got a spot on headshot?
Basically, anything, any weapon that I seem to be picking up, and anything with a headshot, or even to the kind of top half of your chest, kind of collarbone area, it's not recognising that I'm shooting them square in the fucking head. And I've
Just a tip. You probably. I'm gonna say. Just a tip. You probably know yourself. Try an horizontal mod on it.
No, it's not even on here. It's on MP just as much as it is on here, and you can clearly see if and when you look at the recording of my second half and even on the first half, you can see me clearly shooting directly at his fucking neck. Yeah, kind of give or take them a couple of blows, from the neck, and the cunt is not going down. And it's starting to whine.
Behind you.
Really?
They were like that for me. Yeah, it was like that a few days for me. When I was throwing contact grenades, I was missing by a mile, and normally I can crack. I've got quite used to them, and I was missing. I was short, I was too long. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Nothing was working. And then it started coming back now. I just had to persist with it. But the problem is, if you're missing by a touch to the left or whatever, or even though you've got them dead on red to rights, if you start overcompensating now for that, what if the bastard game goes back to normal and now you're overcompensating?
Yeah. See, I had that with the HDR, and so I just went to the dropper because it was. I know for a fact I got him dead on the fucking head. That fucking ghost stealth player at the bottom, and that is fine. I should have got him in 2 shots. I didn't pick it up. Cool. Not
it's like the PDW
recognised.
It's like that PDW you use. I know it shoots to the to the left slightly, so I got quite alright with that. I was compensating for it, and I knew don't aim up straight on, just aim a little bit to the right, and the bullets will just track straight into them. Same with the cordite. The cordite's another one. The further the range, they really do swerve to the left at the bullets, and I was getting good with that. And then I just stopped using it because I think they nerfed it for a season, because I was emptying, when you have the big extended clip on, I was emptying a full clip just to kill one person. I'm thinking, nah, I can't be doing that.
Yeah,
I was surprised just on that game. I was surprised. Yeah, I was surprised on that game with this game when I said OT9. I took 2 out with that OT9, and I'm thinking, it's only 25 bullets, but it just took 2 out at close range. It weren't too bad. But the downside to the OT9 is it hasn't got enough bullets. But it is good for the secondary.
See, I don't have issue with the semi-automatic, not semi-automatic, look, semi, the
SMG.
PDW, the PAL, as I call it. I don't have an issue with that. What I do have an issue is when the game does, and this is something I've recognised with all things, and when it doesn't start to recognise I've shot the person on the other side of the scope, that's when it starts to play up. Like if it doesn't recognise 3 shots that should have been clean shots, it's going to have an issue. And I've had it on every fucking game.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I don't have an issue with any of the weapons or anything, which I think in that respect is quite clear from previous games. But it just seems to be this night in particular has just been an absolute nightmare. And even for the last few nights, it's been kind of hit and miss.
You get it, don't you? I know what you mean with the guns. When you start like thinking, well, I mean, it's taking longer to go to kill them, or it's not registering, I always go back to my fallback gun. My fallback gun is the RU-79. I've used it since day one. So that's my fallback gun. But at the moment, my fallback gun for an AR has been the Mavericks, and I've never really liked the Mavericks. But I do like the sound of it. So it makes me play a bit better. It sounds weird, but it makes me play a little bit better. but I'm getting used to playing as a team again. You know, actually covering the person who, instead of going individual, we all want to get an high kill count, or as many as we can on our own, but besides that, covering. I'm getting better at covering again.
See, I've seen some of the score things for like the world average kind of thing, and where we're getting like 9s and 10s, 12s. You know, when I'm on my own, I get 15s, and I know I've hit about on a 12 with a team at one certain points. But you look at the fucking world score thing, and there's some of that come up to about 30 odd. I can't find any, you know, halfway through the game, and then all of a sudden they all appear out of nowhere. You know?
Right, listen, you upload your videos. They have someone in the background who edits their videos. How do we know it's not a private match? We just people, no random people. I don't know. It's a weird one.
Oh, it's weird.
I mean, there's only a couple of YouTubers. There's only a couple of YouTubers I've seen who actually, I don't know the ones where they actually get killed. It's not, oh, we won. You know what I mean? We just got blitz. Because I started watching that and I go, yeah, they never had a shit match, or in team didn't help, or just everything didn't line up. You seem to be, and the speed of them, and I'm thinking, fuck, you know, what are they on? What device are they on? Were they going that fast?
See, I still.
Because you start those questions. I sit there and start questioning, hold on, you used the same gun I used if you're using a normal one, ground loot. And I'm thinking, it doesn't fire that fast. What the fuck? Because there's to go, down, next one, down, next one. And then I think to myself, yeah, it's edited, so sit down, play with the guns you've got, enjoy the guns you've got, and if someone's got a mythic gun, kill them, take it off them. At least you know you haven't wasted money buying one and finding out it's crap. Oh, I see it. Well, yeah, it's been saying where when I've been doing solo against teams, I've still been playing as a team, even though I've been on my own. So instead of taking the direct route, like when I jumped off the aircraft thinking it was just one person and then fighting each other, I've been going along. Like we just did then. You go right, I'll go left round, and went way around. You said watch the other rock, and I maybe went one way down there, and you go on top to get them two glass ones. But I knew they weren't stopping there. I threw 6 grenades at them.
See, I must admit, I do a lot better when I'm playing on my own, and I know why that is, and that, you know, we've said it before, but
You're relying on your jack guns, that's right.
You know, but I know I can, more often than not, I'm always within the top 5, and 9 times out of 10 I can normally get anywhere between about 8 and 12. 15 is when I'm really kind of going, you know what, I'm on a hunting kind of mood, or that I just so to be in the right place at the right time. But I must admit, you know, I do normally get between 8 and 10 and come above 5th place.
I find it good. Yeah, I enjoy it solo against teams. I don't give a shit. Listen, as long as I get into the top 10, I've been 28 and killed straight off get-go. But as long as I get in that top 10 and I've gone up against 4 people in a team and I've made my way all the way down into the top 10, that's good. Because it's good. But it gets you, for my point is, it gets me to, I know different places on the map. It's like, when I've been in car and not fighting you a few times, you've told me little shortcuts, but I've not said before, so it comes in handy. You know, through the rocks, where normally I'll avoid the rocks, because then when cars used to get stuck, just slightest little snip of the corner and you can't get stuck on it. So I've been seeing, especially on the last one, not last one, the one before this, where we went through bus station, but we went over the rocks and I'd skip right through, turned up near Black Market. That were a different route for me. That's logged into my brain now. Don't have to go right round. You can skip right through. There's like a little valley in between the two big eye rocks.
See, the more you do it, the more you have a kind of rough, inherent layout in your head, knowing where to go. I mean, I do pop the map up every now and then just to see whereabouts that the circle for the new safe zone is going to be. And I do tend to try and keep up high as best as I can if I know it's going to be in that kind of, you know,
That is a question. Where's your map? Is it on your top right when you're playing the game, or is it in centre of screen at top?
top right. So I have
Yeah, same as me. I can't
the
have anything in front of me.
so I have pretty much my shooting stuff all well, you've seen the videos, so you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, always in the top right because 9 times out of 10 that's always going to be the place. Like if I have to quickly kind of go between the two of crouching, cover, and jump,
Line
this
side,
and that and
yeah.
the other, you know.
Yeah, I've seen others where they're in centre at top, in the middle of the screen at top, and I've tried it, and it distracts me. Even if, when it's just there, even though I faded it it's really faint on mine. And I'm like, nah, it's just distracting.
You know you
So I stick in the same place, right hand side.
you know you can actually shrink that map. Right?
Yeah. While we're talking a minute, that reminds me. I need just to when you put in a plate on, an armor plate on, my button's too small, so I'm having to press it like 3 times to register it. Just need to make it a little bit bigger.
Do you have really kind of, I don't want to say fat hands in a negative way, but you get older and your hands do pop out. Have you got like really kind of builder's hands?
Well, like you. Yeah, I've got builder's hands. So like you should be slender but strong because you play guitar, so you're using them all the time. Same thing, I swing an hammer, a sledgehammer. I'm using tools.
Well, see,
so I've got big, thick hands.
Weirdly enough, considering finger strength and that is there, obviously due to playing guitar, there's this strength there because of angles and this and that, but I also do drums when I'm out and about. There's obviously bass guitar, which is always going to be a lot more of a longer and thicker string gauge, so basically a thicker string. But then there's also obviously the martial arts and the grueling shit that I go through with that. But weirdly enough, given the kind of martial arts and other trainings and this and that, it's weird because when you're a boxer, normally, and you can kind of tell when you're a boxer compared to, say, you're a jiu-jitsu guy or something like that, it's more often than not they're quite like Sylvester Stallone's hands are fucking huge. And part of that is because obviously you're always constantly working out, but the other part is it's just because it's bruised and it's repairing, it's bloated out. And I don't have them, weirdly enough, despite the amount of shit and kind of punishment my hands have kind of gone through in that sense. I don't have the big kind of boxer like glove of a hand, weirdly enough.
The big knuckles.
So it is weird that
the knuckles have been busted and repaired,
Yeah, so it is weird that I don't have the whole kind of, given what it is that I do and have done, I still do have quite feminine like hands, but they really are strong, and it does kind of surprise people at times. But but I do know the I can relate by witnessing the issue of having two kind of glove-like hands. Especially when it comes to phones that are really small in comparison to, It can be a nuisance, but if need
Oh,
be,
yeah.
just move
Well,
your
no, man,
kinetic over.
but look,
If need be, just move your kinetic.
I'm not. I've just made my elf plate a little bit bigger so it's easy to press. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's I've done all the MMAs and all that. I've never dislocated, never had bust fingers. I've been lucky. Weird.
I've gone through my
And that's for boxing.
what exactly, but I've gone through my own fair share of MMA, boxing, fucking traditional martial arts
Yeah,
stuff.
I've done the
I've had
boxing.
street fights happen. I've been jumped. I've got all kinds of shit going on with me, and weirdly enough,
Yeah, listen. You know for a fact, whatever you learn in club when you're at club and that goes out the fucking window when you're on straight. Completely different.
well, see, that's where I'm very aware of that kind of stuff. So I've taken real life stuff as well, stuff that is made for the street. And how I put it is, if you're stupid enough to come up behind me or even put your hands on me in a general sense, that's not a good idea. I have a patience for the well, but you're stupid enough to do something on the street, let alone do it in a safe place, I say get your fucking hands off me once, or you are going to get hit. And I'll make sure you fucking But on the
right, I'm going to ask you something, right?
But on the street, if you're stupid enough to pull something on the street, how I look at it is, well, you've brought that out. You're fully aware that if you brought something out, you've got the nerve to go out and kill. So, someone pull that on me and they follow through and go, you going down, you're having that stuck in you. It's as simple as that. If you're prepared to
you ready for
Right,
I run a grading once, right? And in mind we have weapons, so you come at me with a knife, the usual slash, backslash.
Hang on, what MA are we on about? What martial arts are we on about?
I've done the cage, and no, I've done the cage, but at that time I was doing mixed jiu-jitsu, aikido, judo, kickboxing, so it was mixed in that way.
Okay,
but I've also done the cage as well.
So you're up front and grapple.
So
okay.
Oh yeah, completely different. In cage, it's just pound and ground and whatever. But when you're in there, they're trying to show you these moves. I used to get bollocks all the time because I go, well, it doesn't work. How does it work? I'm not going to stand there and let you grab me hand.
Well,
right, so I used to get bollocks all the time. So I was on a grading, and a guy came, and I took him to the ground. I put him in horn boy. I took him to the ground, took the knife out, and then I stabbed him in the ass with a knife. Not once, but 3 times. So after about 3rd time of doing it, I had a kung fu guy, kickboxer, Thai boxer, and someone else up on panel. So they're, can we have a quick word? You can't stab him. And I went, yeah, but I can. He went, no. He said, listen, he's come at me with a knife. What do you think I'm going to do? Put the knife down in front of him, say, yeah, come back at me. I'm going to incapacitate him so he won't come back at me. So I got bollocked for that and failed grading.
No, see, I had the same issue with one of mine. Like, they were showing you the same shit, and I get the fact of, practice, one kick 1,000 times and it's there, and I understand that. But when you're literally when you're literally showing the same shit for about 5 years in a row, and the only thing that's different is a counter, it kind of defeats the object of being able to put this into use. And the problem is with that is, and unless you put it into a practical kind of scenario, there's no point in learning it. And I'm one of the people that firmly and strongly believe that if you're going to learn it, you need to put it into practice and put it into a controlled live scenario, which is obviously what I do with the main guy who I kind of train with, and I train to excessive with 10 to 12 odd people, 10 to 15 people, and most of the time it gets to about 12 before it's just like, yeah, I need to really delve in and really kind of start breaking skulls, doing whatever. And it does get really like dangerous to a point. It's just like, yeah, we need to stop because you guys are going into it and I will break someone's neck before long. But the problem is when you're
Well,
training,
that's
when you're training and this and that and the other, you know what's going to happen. So you know how to roll, you know how to
yeah.
do this and that, and that's where things like Krav Maga
Oh,
comes into the picture
oh,
because it is a
your
lot.
rolls, side roll, back roll, forward roll.
But that's where, Krav Maga kind of comes into the picture because it is very much street oriented. And, what you do in the cage, it gives you a very firm grounding for your statistics and your balance and this and that.
Oh,
But when you get onto the street, you have to use them other things that you can't use in the cage. And that's really when you become somewhat a complete fighter or a very well-rounded fighter because you have the stuff you can use in tournaments and competitions and matches and this.
yeah, yeah.
You have the real life scenario.
We can walk away from them.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I was lucky because as a
in
kid,
one,
I did the boxing and the judo, which I found was a good ground to get into other stuff.
so the kickboxing or boxing in that sense gives you a fundamental side of things of handwork and footwork and balance. But in order to be somewhat a very knowledgeable and very capable martial artist or even a fighter in that sense is always be able to have a stand up and a ground game.
Well,
At least even just having knowledge and just
I fa-
participating for
well,
certain elements.
here's the question I was going to ask. Right, when you got up to a certain standard and you knew, without even thinking, what you could do when someone actually put hands on, if you were daft enough, like you said, right?
Mm.
Here's the question, ready?
Mm.
Or is it just me? It made me passive. Really, really passive. Because I knew I wouldn't fuck about hitting them. I'd just go straight for head. Took the head up at a slight angle and just go, it's in me to do it. Do you get what I mean? Not intentionally.
Hang on. So what?
And it made me more.
So what exactly is your question?
Right.
To speak.
The passiveness. Did it make you passive? Or have you always. Did you get what I mean? Right. I got took there because I was a bad one. Right. And I needed to calm down. So they said, oh, try this, try that, and try it over. And I ended up going there. And it was something I enjoyed doing. But I got to a certain point after a good few years that I stopped, especially when I was drinking, I was going, out and everything. And it had me thinking one day, if some dickhead hit me with a cue or whatever, I'm just going to not fuck about it, be close enough, I'm just going to go, boom, snap the head. So snap the neck, should I say. It's so easy. And I thought, hold up a minute, and it made me fucking passive for years, really, really passive. And that's what I'm saying. Did you find that it made you more passive?
So there's two parts I'm going to put to this. One, the saying about Bruce Lee being a warrior in a garden or a gardener in a war kind of thing, right? So you already know that part. So what it's basically saying is it's better to know your shit. Basically the MO is anyway. It's basically know your shit and have that capability too, and know how to defend yourself. But in the sense of, do you have to use it? No, you can try and find peace in a more gentler, more peaceful way. Now, you'll
my mouth nowadays.
You'll find a lot of that will translate over because a lot of people, for this first part, a lot of people think that just because you do it means that you're automatically, result to using violence all the time. And you see it all the time. Oh, he's a boxer. You need to be careful. He'll knock you out. He'll down, da, da, da. But that's not the whole meaning of it. Is it good for that? Yeah. But you're missing the whole point. It shows you respect. It shows you well, it should show you respect. It should show you discipline. It should be able to build confidence enough to take anything on in a more vocalized way and use your words and not have to resort to that. But that's there if you need to. And that's basically what the recent quote is saying. Now, did it make me passive in that sense? Well, it kind of, in somewhat of a way, on the second part, the first part of that second is you know what you're able to do. And because I've had both the martial arts and mixed martial arts and traditional martial arts and all that kind of side of things, and being able to utilize that in a competition way, I know where to strike and I know how to hold myself and be unpredictable because of all the different things. And Keys, who I think you might know, that has come on here, Colonel Clark or whatever his name is on it.
Oh yeah.
He's very much a witness of, like, okay, this is like 1 out of 10 or 10 out of 100%. It's just like, I wiped the floor with him. And I couldn't even be honest. That's not to rub it in his face, but it showed a lot of where his strengths were and where his weaknesses were. And the fact that, when you have someone that is very capable, despite you having your own kind of background, there's a part there that shows you your strengths and your weaknesses, but also an eagerness to learn and develop. And everything else. But because I'd already done the competitions and this and that beforehand, you know the telegraphs, you know what's going to happen. And then when you get someone who can be orthodox or unorthodox kind of fighter come into the picture, like myself, you can change that up at any given point, and you kind of develop your own style using what you know works and doesn't work, and it depends on the different scenario, whether it is a competition kind of match or whether it is a real life thing. Now, the second part of that is I have one hell of a rage and anger, and there's a lot of people that can contest to that, So for me, it's either I've got to be really polite or I'm going to lose it, and people are very aware there's something else there, but they're not quite sure what it is. And I'm already an aloof kind of guy anyway, so that just kind of adds more to the kind of give respect and I'll give you it back kind of thing, But because I already have that, but I also have the training on top, it's made me very, very much a dangerous guy. And I don't mean that in the sense of, I can just go about and think I'm the big guy or this and that. That's bullshit, I'll never be.
Oh, you've certainly selling club, haven't you?
I'll never be that big guy or that dickhead, but I'm not afraid to get hands on if need be. But you try and approach it in the most respectful and vocal way. But I also have a line as well.
Yeah.
Now the problem is because of that and everything else, when I act out, it seems to be like a huge fucking thing and really extreme. But the thing is, I match that with everyone else, and that's on a moderate level. And people think that's my extreme, and it really isn't. So what a 10 is to someone else, it's like a 3 to me. So I can really go far and beyond. I'm not afraid to go out, and I have done. But what I found is because I have that knowledge of kind of, TMA and MMA and also kind of street defense and real life combat defense and so on and so forth, is I know exactly what I'm able to do, and I'm constantly working on the things that aren't necessarily up to scratch. And so it's always a constant thing where I'm always trying to keep everything to as best possible degree, but also be evolving to work on them weaknesses or challenges to a point where it is passable, and then bring that up. And because of that, it does kind of make you a little bit more aware. Like, you can't just go off and knock someone's head off any 2 minutes. So in that sense, I suppose, it kind of has made me a little bit more, not passive, but a little bit more aware because you know that not everyone is prepared for that, and that can get you into a lot of shit. With that said, to add to that, there are a lot of people that, some people are just fucked in the head, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it for anyone, people are fucked in the head, and people do look for a reaction just because they know that you can do it, and they know that if you react,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
going to get into the thing,
So,
So,
it's just like, so, I'm saying we're all the way. Did you ever tell anyone that you did it?
say that again. I think you're a little bit.
Unless it's in you going to a club or whatever. I was kept it to myself.
Whereabouts are you in the room? Because you sound like you're a little bit further away from the phone.
I've just put milk in the fridge.
Just read.
Yeah. I've always kept it to myself. I've never told anyone that what I do or what I've been or what I've done. So it's a weird one.
See,
Because a lot of people go, yeah. I go club. I've been there. I'm fighting 15 people. We set routines. All right.
See, I don't do that. We put packs.
I don't.
And I've been upfront to a degree, and that's really not much, because just like, well, if you tell the student everything, it's like the kind of Star Wars thing, the apprentice kills the master and they take their place, thing,
Yeah.
But it's
Yes, grasshopper.
everything that we've done regarding the guy who's kind of taught me about weapons and stuff that you can't do in the industry, can't do in the cage and everything. Which, we've got cages, we've got mats, we've got fucking padded, equipment and rubberized things and rubberized silicone.
Are you ready for this?
So
exactly where I'm stood now.
We really kind of go in and do it all, but to say has it made me passive? No, it's made me more of a danger to everyone. But at the same time, because I know full well what I'm able to do, and there really is no limits once I kind of go past that thing, and there's quite a lot of people that have kind of seen that. Even Keys, there's a side there, and he's never seen it, and he's very full aware due to his own kind of thing, So in a way, I'm very aware of what I'm able to do, so I'd rather remove myself, because I know that if I go or let myself or let someone have that control, and I go over that line, so to speak, there's no limit. I don't care who it is or what I do. If I kind of go off, and it's the kind of switch in my head in that respect, because there's the calm and quiet and assertive, all this and that, and then there's the kind of psychopath side. And I know that once that switch is in, that's
tied up in back of head.
See, I think
it's funny because I don't have any white. I don't have a refrigerator. Mine's in my house on my fridge, and where I'm stood right now. You ready? You're on about weapons. I've got my jaw staff there. I've got my tonfa, and I've got my sword.
It's funny. I've got mine on the side just as much, to be fair. But yeah,
I've got a full-length katana or the short one.
I don't honestly know what this falls under. It's like it's like a ceremonial sword kind of thing, but I don't know whether it's not I can never say this name because it always sounds like you're saying the other one. But it's a rapier, R-A-P-I-E-R, which always sounds dodgy when you say it.
Yeah, right.
But, essentially a kind of fence and sword-esque type thing. And then you have your cutlasses and you have your straight swords, and straight swords are fucking huge. It's that kind of one in the middle where it's like a ceremonial straight sword kind of thing. It's not as big and bulky because it's got the kind of shield handle and that on it. For about the help?
Well, with the staff, right, you have your ball staff, which is 6 foot, and I went for the jaw staff, which is 4 foot. But simple reason I learned the jaw staff was, what's the nearest thing to a staff? It's a fucking pool cue. So when I was out drinking in pubs, instead of fucking staff, I'd do the all.
Yeah, because certain pool,
and the tomper,
certain pool
and
cues.
tomper, which is like a police bat. Yeah, the tomper, which is like a police bat, an American police baton, with the side handle.
Yeah.
Was a chair leg to me, at pubs. That's why I learned some. Then, stupid reason.
The ones I've always wanted to try, and I've never, because I've trained and can use, as and I can use quite a fair bit. The ones that I'll never want to use or even get caught by is nunchucks, and I've tried using them twice, and every time I've whacked myself either on the back, on the head, or on the side. And those motherfuckers. Now, I've never been the elbow, but I've definitely caught the top of my head, the back of my shoulder, and one on the side. And those motherfuckers hurt. They're no joke.
Yeah.
But the ones that I have wanted to use, I've done staffs, I've done bow staffs, I've done bows, I've done bow staffs, swords, throwing knives, and shurikus. The one that I do want to try out, though, are size. So if you know Electro with the kind of three spike kind of weapon type things, Ninja Turtles kind of thing, is it Ralph?
Hold up. Where are they? Are you ready?
Mm.
Where are they? There they are. They're up on my roof in my outhouse. I've got size.
Yeah, so the ones I'm on about, the kind of two small.
Yeah.
One tall, one.
One it's entered.
Look at 3 spike fork.
If you're countering sword, or supposedly countering sword.
Yeah, they're the ones that I do want to try. I'm not going to lie, but I've never encountered them. Even when I've done a little bit of ninjutsu, I've never encountered them in a dojo. It's funny as hell. Like the one place you think you'd see.
I used them. I trained with them for a year, right? And the problem with me is, you probably have the same. I don't mind you might not know, because you said you have slightly feminine hands, right? Because I always hold a hammer or a drill in my hand. If you put your hand out, your fingers together, put your hand flat in front of you, your thumb, that little bump at the side between that and your pointy finger, when you move your thumb back left and right. Mine's predominant, it's big. So when you have to bring the size round to spin them, it was always catching on me, and that's the problem I had with them. So when you're doing the spin, what you're saying, when they flick them out, flick them in, I'd always get caught there, and it didn't really work for me. Because what do? Do I pack in work? Because that bit is overworked on my hands, or do it just to do so? And I went no, and I think that's when I switched to not the ball staff, the jaw staff, the smaller one. But I did enjoy using them, because you stand there, do this silly little kata, but you have to learn with it. And I went, what's practical use? And then I had a guy come in showing us sword. And I enjoyed sword. I did sword for 6 months. But I couldn't do with the ceremonial, but where you're on one knee, and then you've got to go, and then raise arm up and behind you, and a little step forward, slice down. I went, nah, it's not for me, it's too slow.
Yeah.
Where's the fancy bits? What I've seen on fucking Return of a Ninja or something. Do you get what I mean? And it wasn't. They were all slow and ceremonial, and I went, no, not me. It's too slow.
But the thing about carters or catters, depending if you're English or American or whatever, carter or catter.
Yeah.
Is the fundamentals of that is tension and release, but also the effectiveness of basically if you're into multiple attackers and Now, there is some benefits to it, but the problem is is when you put it into real life and it's outside of martial arts, it doesn't work as well. And that's why I always say learn, by all means, learn martial arts, but always learn stand up ground. This is why I can't. This is why I can't live without alcohol, because it really does fuck me up after a while. I think I've done it so much that that's the thing that I somewhat depend on in a fucked up way. But yeah, learn stand up and learn ground game when it comes to martial arts. But then when it comes to real life defense, learn something that is very much real life, outside of cage, street life combat or self defense.
Yeah, actual contact. Yeah.
You know, learn when
last
you
resort. Yeah, especially outside. Last resort is being on ground. You don't want to be on ground.
Well, you don't even want to be in a situation at all. But if you go there, you've got to be prepared to kill. You know, and this is what I was saying earlier. If someone's stupid enough to pull something on you or jump you on the street, and they pull, you know, some kind of weapon on you, if you're not going to use it, I fucking will. So put that shit away, because as far as I'm concerned, you're prepared to bring something out to do grievous bodily harm, not grievous, actual bodily harm, so ABH or GBH. You've pulled it out, you know the risks, you've brought it out for a reason, so you're intending to kill. If I get hold of that, if you don't put it away, I'm going to get caught at some point, don't get me wrong. But between the two,
I was just about to say the same thing.
you motherfucker are coming off worse. I've been caught before, isn't it?
I accept that. I accept I'm going to get slashed or stabbed, but you better make fucking sure it's good, a good one.
Well, I mean, I had...
Was that knife?
I've had a couple of jumps on the street, and I've also had a couple where I physically escalated it because it's either a homeless guy or someone pretending to be homeless in that sense, not getting the idea, or someone's just who I know full well is more than capable, just trying to manipulate to kind of degrade me in that sense or whatever. You know, I've physically gone out and elbowed some cunt in the nose. You know, and said, "Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not in the mood." Yeah, but there has been times where it's been, you know,
very specific. That elbow to nose.
Well, I've had it twice. Where I've done someone twice in the nose, and one of them was on the main road, and I was going to see the folks. I was coming back somewhere and seeing the folks, and they were kind of really wondering why I was in a real pissy mood and this and that, or really kind of quiet and a little bit cold-hearted, probably more so than I normally am. And that's just me, given what I've gone through, and that's something a lot of people have been a bit more respectfully understanding of, that this is how it's affected me or whatever, and I'm deal with it, you know, in the long story short. But there was this one guy where I just got off the bus on the main road, ready to kind of head down the kind of, 5 roads or 2 roads or 8 roads or 1 road or whatever it is, you know. And this guy was kind of bugging, and he got his hand on me. I said, "Get off. I can't help you, mate. You know, I don't have anything. Leave me alone." Because it was after some money. I said, I literally haven't got any cash. So, and then the guy kept pushing and it's just like, he then put his hand on me. I said, "Get your fucking hand off." And he grabbed hold of my arm, so I quickly pulled it away and just cracked him in the nose with the elbow. I thought, "Fuck off. I swear to God, your head will go through that wall." And there was a wall to my left, and there was like a driveway kind of thing, and it must have been like, I don't know, about 2 arms length away. So basically, stretch your left arm out and your right arm out, and you could physically touch the wall to wall. And it's just like, I will put you through that fucking gap in that wall there. Fuck off. And he did. And then I did have one that I got caught by some kind of bottle or shank or knife or blade or something up in the right arm. Luckily, I can't feel it. And that was back in the last year. It's just like same thing again. You know, they came round. I thought they were going after the bag. Didn't realise the thing in his hand was sharp, and yeah, popped him in the.
Yeah, a
popped
weird
him in
one.
the nose
It's a weird one with the knives. It's weird.
But I did get.
I got a.
I did get jumped. One in an alleyway by one guy, and that was. I think that was roughly when I was in college, I think, and some guy came up behind me and kind of cracked me on the back of my head with some kind of bottle or can or something like that.
Oh, sneaky bastard.
And that really fucking hurt, and that sent me over the fucking edge. Like,
yeah. What a fucking bottle. Cut it that FUD. It's like a right fucking daft FUD.
I don't know what it was, but that was definitely a breakable thing. I don't know whether that was a glass bottle or ceramic or what, but that fucking hurt.
Yeah.
And I quickly turned around and
she got me.
I got caught, kind of jolted forward and was just like, what the, that fucking concussion kind of sound came out. So was like, what the fuck? Grabbed the back of my head bleeding. I was just like, right, come here, you fucking cunt. And of course, where the fence was on my right hand side, this is literally about just a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. And I was just like, right, come here, you fucking cunt. I grabbed him, and where the right side of the wall is, there's a house. We're literally right on the side of it, pressed up against the fence. So I was just like, fuck you. And slammed him up against the thing. And then I did have there's a McDonald's just down the city where you kind of enter the city, and that's on the left-hand side, so to speak. And basically, this was in college, so this would have been 2013, 2014. So this would have been somewhere between 2014 and 2015. And one of the girls was going through an issue with her partner at the time. And she hadn't been home yet. I kind of got this message saying, can you come and meet me? Haven't been home, I'm feeling shitty, So me being me, I was just like, of all the fucking things I can go, and it's just like, what, I kind of know what's going on. I'll go up and get her. And there's kind of an alleyway between a shop and Subway and McDonald's. The Subway's at the front and McDonald's is kind of round the other side. And I was going through there, and some guy, again, trying to grab money and everything else. And I was just like, sorry mate, I haven't got the time, because I was going to cut through to get to where I wanted to go. And this guy decided to pull a fucking blade on me and caught me right in the stomach. And luckily the skin has faded a little bit, but that was a little bit too close to the pelvic area. Yeah, so basically, as you can imagine, it's just like, I'm not having this. And this was kind of what you consider was on the uprise of me kind of building a fair amount of weight and muscle and this and that and the other for competitions. And bear in mind, I had about 3 thick layers on. This thing still managed to go through the clothing with quite a fair amount of force. And this guy's like really skinny compared to me. And so if you can imagine, I kind of dispatched this guy and broke the wide, I think broke his leg and basically done his kneecap in and pressed his head up against the bin and put the blade into his shoulder, in the back of his shoulder, and broke his arm. And I thought, fuck you. Stomped on the back of his shoulder, which I'm the last one to kick a downed opponent, but I was, you get caught in the stomach or wherever, and it's just like, nah, I don't care. So I basically stomped on his shoulder and left the blade in his thing, and got down, picked the guy up. I'm already fucking limping and kind of bleeding out, so to speak, and this was a college holiday. I think we'd just broken up about a day or 2 days before. So this would have been
Yeah, June
Friday.
20th, something like that. 21st.
No, this was a 2-week period thing. So this would have been.
Oh, right.
I don't know. I think
May?
this would have been like the second or third kind of holiday or something like that come through. So it was just before the big 6-week break kind of thing. So this would have been what March, April, somewhere around there, and it was about
Easter holidays.
Somewhere where that I don't know exactly when it was, but I do remember this was about 7-8 o'clock at night, and it was dark. So I know that was just near the start of the year, but we had a 2-week break, and I know that much. And I went down, picked her up, trying to play it off cool and everything else, and she didn't know. So I took her up to McDonald's. I asked her, had she eaten? No, all right, let's get you some food and I'll get you home. And we got into McDonald's pretty much where I'd just been caught in the kind of cut through alleyway kind of bit, if you want to call it that. And kind of was ordering the girl to get some food and this and that. I said, I'm going to get some as well. And I looked down and I realised that my jeans at the time, my straight cut jeans, were kind of bleeding everywhere. I'm thinking, great, so I've got a hole in my leg and everything else, and I kind of tucked my hand underneath where the big was it not incision, but when they call a wound something else, the technical name for it. But there was this big huge gash in my left side of the torso, kind of just off the centre. I'm feeling, I'm going, oh fuck. Of course, the last thing I wanted was her to look, and she kind of spun around and looked downwards, kind of talking about something. She went, "Oh shit, you're bleeding." I said, "Yeah, I just got caught. I'm literally just around the corner from here to come and pick your fucking, miserable ass up." And she was just like, "Oh fuck, we gotta get you to the hospital." I said, "No, you're getting food. You're thinking I'm gonna get you home." And she argued me for about 5 minutes. I said, "Bitch, I am here to pick your fucking soul and mess up, get some fucking food down here, and get your ass home. I'll deal with myself and everything else and that. This isn't the first time, despite how bad it looked." And she did. She was a good girl. She kept her mouth shut. She got food, sat down, and had her food. And there's me kind of, stumbling my way up to where I was at, which I'm where I'm at the moment. And you don't see me come out the fucking bedroom for about 3 days. And there's like blood everywhere, and God knows what I'm thinking. Okay, how can I deal with this thingy? I did finally come out like the third afternoon or something like that. And I'm kind of like dripping everywhere. I'm kind of hobbling out. Fucking one of the folks is in the kitchen going, da. She's completely oblivious, and then she just said, "If you got any wash, and put it in the thing." So I was like, okay, how can I do this? I managed to get it in there, and no one batted an eyelid. Kind of a week and a half goes by from that day, and I don't know how it got about, but within about 2 hours, the whole fucking neighborhood knew what had happened. I'm like, you can see this kind of sudden change in people, like, "Are you okay?" And it's just like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Why?" And 2 people came up and said, "Can we see?" And it's just like, "Well, there you go." And it's just like, well, it's more or less healed. And I had more or less healed on the outside. And I hadn't done anything. I hadn't stitched or anything. I just kind of cleaned it up. But that was a fairly deep injury, so to speak. But within about 2 hours of being on the first day back, half the fucking neighborhood, it's just they didn't have to say it per se, but you could tell, when news has got about and they're looking at you, you kind of know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I think people kind of saw me a little bit differently after that. Let's put it that way.
It reminds me, I was once sat here on set 2. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. It's quiet around here. It really is quiet neighbourhood.
Mm.
I heard these footsteps running past Gordon, and I heard this boom, 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 and this second set of footsteps, boom, boom, boom. And I thought, oh, it's just fucking idiots across the road coming back from the pub. It turns out, the lad running, the first set of footsteps, is running from the second one. The second one's a butcher, an actual butcher. And he's chasing him with a big fucking butcher's knife. Caught him at bottom of the hill and went, fuck off, round neck. It were in paper on news and everything. Caught him round neck, fucking killed him. Anyway, that were about 5 years ago. So, I'm thinking, because what you were saying, just out of nowhere, stab. You know what I mean? It's weird. It is weird. Why the fuck do we need to use a knife? What's wrong with your hands, your feet?
The problem is people.
Weird.
People don't. I mean, you look at you're old enough to know what the glory days were like compared to now.
Listen, have a fight, be at pub next week, the week after, fucking having a drink with him. Well, fucking hell, bit stupid that last week, weren't it?
Yeah, you have a bash up and then you pick each other up and you fuck off down the pub, and or you pick each other up, shake each other's hands, and then fuck off, and you leave each other alone. You had the odd sort of fight or whatever, but that was it. Nowadays, people want to keep reputation, and it's not a 1-on-1 or 5-on-5 kind of thing anymore. It's always a 3-on-1.
No, it's 5-on-1, 4-on. Yeah, it's never 1-on-1. Fucking idiots. And they think they fucking beat you. So say they get the better here, they think they fucking won something. Well, what have you fucking won? You won nothing, because I'm going to kick your fucking ass when I get you 1-on-1.
Well, the thing is as well, people say they want something, but you can never guarantee that they're going to leave once they got it. And that's half the problem now. It's not, give me your money, you give it, and they fuck off now. It's like, give me your money, I'm still going to shank you. And that is what people do. And that's not my words, that's other people's. But you give them money or whatever, and you can't guarantee you're going to walk away unharmed, So, and I did have somewhat a group do that when I was going to rehearsal once. When was it, last year or was it now, 23? Yeah, so last year, kind of halfway through last year, scorching fucking heat. And I needed a piss, and I was already down the city for about 2 hours. And I was going over to meet the guy at the music shop so then we could then go off to rehearsal. And I needed a piss, and there was nowhere else apart from kind of over the road where the music shop was and the kind of car parking through there. And I was like, oh, fuck it, you know what, I'm going to have to quickly run over. And the first set of the toilets that used to be in the were gone, so I had to go all the way over to the other side of the fucking place and to go into a pool bar to then go for a piss. And I was coming back, and these 3 guys kind of thought it was an idea to jump me and threaten me. It's just like, are you actually threatening me right now? He's got like 1 repair and 2 other guns. It's just like, you actually threatening me? And it's just, he was trying to come forward, and then he stopped, and even his 2 guys said, let's just leave him alone, And he tried acting out on me, and that not too long after. It's just like, I don't care what happens, because he was trying to offer me out for a fight a little bit further on. It's just like, see, I know that game. I'm not going to play your game. We'll do it on my fucking terms. And if that you better fucking hope you've got a few others there. Because I want them to see. But here's the catch. If people are ever down to that point where it's just like, it's 4-on-1 or something like that, which I've definitely had before, I always say, alright, you're clearly not man enough, or if you're a woman, you're you're clearly not man or woman enough to do it on your own. So here's the deal. Which one of you guys want to go down? Because I guarantee you, there's only one person here that feels comfortable and wants to be in the ground right now. I guarantee you, it's not any of you cunts standing right in front of me. So, if I go down, I'm taking at least 2 of you with me. Now, who's going to be the brave enough one to act out and see if I'm bluffing or not? If I'm bluffing, you know I was lying. If I'm telling the truth, 2 of you don't get to see the next day. So, and most people tend to walk away from that, But you can't tell nowadays.
Oh, you mean when they walk away and they go fucking dickhead?
Yeah,
That's when they walk away. Oh, get one of those fucking dickhead.
but they never do
Yeah.
it when they're right in front of you, do they? They always do it when they're at a range.
Or you get the sneaky bastard. Yeah, or you get the sneaky bastard on the edge of them. What comes round is you that fucking sucker punch from behind.
Oh yeah.
Not to start it off. Fucking little wankers.
See, that's the thing.
Oh, that one before now. It's like, there's no one behind me. Where's the fuck's that fist come from? And I'm thinking, oh great, why did I miss that?
See, that's the thing. A lot of people do it just to scare you, just to get that control. And you know the saying, you slap the biggest guy about or the leader and the most of them run. And to a point, that is true, but you have to take a couple more out before they do it. Nowadays, it don't work like that. A lot of people don't finish it. And they keep you in fear. I won't do that. I will fucking take your head off. And I think a lot of people have been very respectful to leave things be, because there's and you've seen this as well, so as many others, there's so much evidence there that I've backed up from what I've said, but I don't have to lie and I don't have to act out, because people know the repercussions of that. No, that's not
listen, you can tell when someone's talking, because all the people you talk to who said you've gone through this situation, you big it up to folk, oh, there were 7 of them there and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You're talking like a normal person. Because I've been in the same situation, I understand. I can make out. Yeah, it's actually happened. Do you get what I mean?
You know who can back their words up, and you know who's going to say it how it is, and they're not afraid to put themselves at risk of a reputation if it means that they're telling the truth.
Yeah.
And it's that thing that you do.
Who wants a
play
reputation?
off is, I got my ass kicked and that there were 7 of them, but I still managed to do this. But you're honest and real, and given that, does it harm your reputation or your looks or whatever? Maybe. But at least you know where you stand with them, But 7 against 1 or 4 against 1, you never know what goes on unless you're there, But you know.
I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's you. Have you noticed when there seems to be more of them than you, and you think you're going to get your fucking ass kicked proper, but you don't feel anything. You feel about 1 or 2 punches, but they're all I'm going to do. And I find it funny because I don't feel any others. I just feel this 1 or 2.
I think
or the heavy-handed fucker who's got me.
I think part of it is the fight and flight thing, or the adrenaline and the endorphins and this and that. So there's that part there, but I think the other part is once you've had a few before, your skin toughens up and this and that and the other, and it does. And once you kind of know what it's like, what's the worst thing that can happen? I mean, in one way, shape or form, it is that kind of thing. You're always going to be fighting either way, so if they don't do the very worst of it all, you're always going to come back stronger unless they've done the job right. Which, again, I'd rather fight and go down or fight and escape rather than not doing anything and still be in hell.
Yeah.
Or in a place that's.
I say problem with me. I'm a cheeky cunt. So I was in a taxi rank and it kicked off with taxis. And 2 of them got hold of me, and one of the bastards cracking me on the head with the fat end of a pill cue. Just kept continuously fucking cracking me on top of the fucking head to the point where, you blank out.
Yeah.
I don't mean pass out, I mean blank out.
That's sweet.
And I've got him on table and I'm fucking I've got him over at the pool table and I'm smashing his fucking face with this pill cue. Don't know how I got the other 2 off me. I'm gonna clue to this day. Police came, everyone got there. All other taxi ranks fucking turned up. We're all trying to get into the fucking office. And I wasn't on my own, there was 3 of us, but there were quite a few of them.
Yeah.
All taxi ranks, police came. We go, what's going on? I said, listen, we're having a game of pool. We asked for some change for the pool table. They turned around and he went, listen here, white bastard. I just fucking told you. We even offered him £1 for 2 20p pieces. You can keep the change. Out of nowhere, they just kicked off. So off we goes. My head's pouring with fucking blood where I've been hit on fucking head several times with fucking queue. I went, hey, me fucking cap. So I walked on me home all the way back to the taxi. I went, whoa, bud, that's just me cap, will you? Police were still there. He says, you need to fuck off. We're not doing anything. We're not arresting you, but there's too many of them. I said, yeah, can you get me cap? He said, which one? I said, that one full of fucking blood down there.
So I had an issue with, for some reason that came back on us, like we'd argued with the fucking staff and everything else, and we hadn't, and for some reason, because of the way I naturally look and everything else, I look like a troublemaker, but then you sit down with me and I'm actually a sweetheart. You know, all things considered, me being a cold-hearted bastard. But, you know, but for some reason that came back on us. It's just, what the fuck have we done? You know, we had an issue, staff came over, explained to them, they overlooked and they saw what was going on. You know, but we had, me and I was a mate, an acquaintance, had an issue while we were playing ball as well. 2 little snot-nosed kids, must have been like 17, 18, 19, somewhere around there. We're like 20. 25, 26, so to speak. And we were having a game and everything else, went and sat down and we went over and continued our game, etc. And these 2 kids came over trying to give it all the lip and, oh, I'll get my dad after you and da-da-da. You know, you've already had a game, da-da-da. It's just like, look, we've just started our 2nd game, or 3rd game, whatever it was. We've got 1 more and then you can have the whole table because we're going off anyway. And they just wouldn't take it, etc. It's just like, right, okay. So you're the Bobby healthy one and the other one's like your fucking henchman who's at the fucking street. Okay. Right, what's your problem, dude? Like, we literally said we've got 1 more and you can have the whole fucking table to yourself. It's just so this guy was trying to, like, fuck about with our game, like, all balls and so on and so forth. So, don't do that, mate. Trying to be civil. They were just pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. I just got to a point I was just like, alright, pool ball in the hand, came up, just, rolling it about my hand, I put it back on the table and went, dude, fuck off, right? Just leave it be. And obviously the guy came over, it's just like, look, we're just trying our game and being peaceful. You know, he went, and then these 2 kids and that kept starting again. It's just like, little gobby fucking twat in the hood, etc. Kind of got close and was trying to get him the personal space and, trying to do that little man intimidation thing. It's just like, and your point is, and he's like, oh, I'll put your dad down here and do. You're going to get your dad down here because you're being a little cunt. That's not being respectful and you're pushing 2 older people than you and that by quite a fair long shot. He's usually got a lot more experience and certainly a lot more respect than you. And I can easily get you removed from this place. And you're fucking us and you're threatening us with your dad because you won't be a respectful little boy that lets his elders have a couple of games when they said they would give you the fucking table forever as long as you're here. That's basically what you're getting your pass on for, is it? Okay. Well, now we know where your maturity is, listen, the guy started to really kind of, get pushy and mouthy and, I'll get my dad down there now. Well, go on then, because by the time he gets down there now, we'd already be fucking gone. Have our 2 games and that we're going to play, finish our drinks, have another couple, have a fucking happy meal for even, and still be away. and your point is, cunt. And the
Yeah.
other guy, was trying to get really pushy and this and that, and he looked like he was trying to grab something from his hand or from his pocket, and he had them little fucking vape fanny pack things on. I find it funny when kids get mouthy trying to be gangsters, and they've got a little fanny pack on, and it's just like,
Yeah.
okay. So I put my hand behind me and that, grabbed a pole and went, "Make you move, cunt." He was like, I was about to start. And he was trying to get closer and closer and putting his arm out, trying to put his hand on me. And I went, "Go on, I fucking dare you. I don't care if you're a kid or not." And obviously the mate was just trying to keep things calm just before. And then he was saying, "Mate, they're only kids. I don't give a fuck if they're kids." He's got his hand in his pocket trying to pull something on me. And I've got this other little gobby cunt trying to be big man. They're clearly 17, 18, and I don't give a fuck if they're kids or not. They pull something on me, his fucking head's being cracked open. I don't give a fuck. And it's just, "Oh, you're a big man and this and that." I said, "I'll tell you one thing, big man, mate, your fucking lights out in a minute. Your little man, he pulls a weapon on me. I can fucking see it in his pocket. Fuck off." And this other guy came in after Carter, and they fucking left after about 30 seconds of debate. "Oh, we'll see you again. My dad will be down there and da-da-da." And I went, "Yeah, your dad come down here a fucking loaded bat, and you'll never see him again." And I just kind of left it there because there's security on the door. We do security. It's just like, what's your fucking little fat ass fucking dad gonna do? He's clearly 5'9", got a beer belly, and that fucking stupid as hell. And he's trying to prove a point to obviously people who's half his age, and that you're done clearly nothing wrong, no threat to anyone until they made it. And you're going to bring your dad down here with a fucking loaded weapon, which essentially it is. Good luck on that one, mate. And they did. They just left.
I'm just
It's
nipping.
like,
Okay. I'll be back in a sec. I'm just going to nip it alone.
Yeah. But it's just like, okay. Da-da-da, so we continued, and that was it. We never saw him. But I love people like that, trying to do this and that and the other, and never follow through with it, And monsters really do get gassy. World of Warships. Conquer the seas to power conquer the seas to the power of metal. Megadeth times World of Warships. Oh, okay. That makes sense. But what the fuck is metal? Megadeth got to do with fucking Navy ships. Thought that was supposed to be Iron Maiden at that moment. Hymns. Enjoy sex like you used to. Hymns. Pills and chewable options available. Convenient process. No in-person office visits. Free shipping if approved, discreet packaging, reviewed and approved by licensed healthcare providers, if appropriate. Well, why would you need pills if you're getting sex in the way that you need it to be?
I'm back. I can hear you. Alright. Well, real life fighting. Let's get on with some fake fighting now. Well, not fake, the real people.
Here's a quote.
You know.
It's just come up on Facebook. Your degree is just, it's like that kind of, you can drink, smoke and everything else, but really, what really comes through is your personality. All that other shit doesn't define you as long as you have respect for others. Party and be a recruiter. There is a quote out there, I can't think of exactly the words, but I know which one I'm on about. But this one kind of picks up in a kind of life side of things. Your your degree is just a piece of paper. Your education is seen in your behavior. Do you agree with that?
Yep. You can be educated and be a dickhead. You can be uneducated and a dickhead. It's how you hold yourself amongst other people, and how you expect people to hold you. How's that?
See, I also agree with this one as well. You cannot heal in the same environment where you got sick. Oh, that's 100% true. Till you get away, you're always a prison. Class is when you have a lot to say, but you choose to remain silent in front of fools. Yeah. If someone treats you badly, just remember there's something wrong with them, not you. Normal people don't go out and destroy other normal human beings. Yeah, that's true. Right. Oh, on my front. Go through some cunt in the head. Yeah, I think it's time. Ooh, spearmint. I always forget these are more passive than the other ones. Strange, new, brave world, eh?
Oh, yeah. It ain't that strange. It's the same shit just rolled over and over and over again.
Yeah, it seems to be going backwards as well.
Or there's a good few more dickheads nowadays.
Well, you will be saying pretty much 98% of the world is dickheads. Like this cunt that just ran me over. Fucking
99%, because I'm good telling that sometimes. That's one way to wash the car.
yeah, also one way to destroy the engine and all.
Let's have a look at his round. There's a couple landing here. 1, 2, 3, I think. I'll get some weapons quick. I'm going into the low building. Hopefully some weapons, yep, that'll do. Better than nothing.
Where are we? Oh shit, back at the same place. Okay.
Do I challenge? Yeah, I challenge it, sorry.
So you've just sent me a message. And you'll laugh at this. I went back to the first video where we played together and I shot you like 8 games beforehand and you called me a camping cunt. Genuinely one of the funniest things to me, skull emoji. Well, I mean, if you were...
There were some guys near you.
I mean, if you were a camper...
Yeah, they're running towards you now.
Times, can you blame me calling her one if she's done it a few times? I did literally just say back to her, you know, let me just find those pricks.
Okay, there's a couple of guys near you now.
Oh, I see. Come here, you fucking wet wipe. Oh no! I think I just stopped him getting his kill.
One behind us, one behind us. Above you.
Yeah.
It's coming down behind you.
Oh, headshot. Yes, there can't be that. So what I've put is you'll see a lot of that in free-for-all, especially when it's happening one after the other. A few times is one thing, but one after the other, that shit gets fucking annoying. And you, there's a magic there if you want.
I've just picked one up, thanks. Because I still do.
Do you want?
Did you get a bit more too? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah. Do you want a notice?
I got
one of them.
No. I've got a QQ down. I'm good with QQ down. Thank you. I think it has 5 more bullets.
But you must know what it's like when you get caught by the same person every fucking time, one after the other on free-for-all. You know that.
Yeah. Especially on BR.
Let alone when
a bit annoying on BR.
It's the same person camping in that same corner. That you've got to admit that shit gets really annoying, especially when you play with the person on your team. You know?
Yeah, it gets old really quick.
Yeah. Apparently she's watching
Need to go get some ammo, I think.
Of the older videos that we've done together. All of us, I think. That shit really does get old after a while. Apparently she's going back to a few things from the past by the look of them.
Oh, it's a shotgun long barrel. That seems to work for me, that. Purple sniper.
Ooh.
What's up?
Wait. There's a switchblade up there. There's 2 of them.
Yeah. No, I went past them. I was going to pick them up, but I thought I'll stick with QQ down. Bit noisier, but...
Oh, expert. So I thought you meant sniper. Sniper.
Yeah, sniper expert. I've marked 2 up, I think, or 1 up. One's extended mag sniper. I've picked it up. And the other one is one here. That's expert. And extended mag.
I'll tell you what, you pick that one up for me, because I need to find a sniper first. I'll pick it up, yeah.
Oh, I'm good. I'll stick with a Maddox and a QQ9.
Hey, man.
What's up? I got it.
Hey, man.
I got it.
Hey, man.
Yeah, actually, if you've got them two on, I'd just try an horizontal. You know, for that little bit. What's that? Fucking that's coming quick. What the hell? Got it. Yeah, let's go.
And what's that?
I got medic anyway.
There should be a.
I'm gonna go up on the that zip line. I'm going for zip line.
I was gonna say there should be a fucking what you call vehicle somewhere.
I'm up on zip line's taking us over to Harbour Docks, whatever it is.
Box.
See if he's out down here. Yeah, I got a bike. I'm on a bike. I'm underneath you.
Hang on. Oh yeah.
Come on. Rough. Here we. I know it's a bot. I don't know what assist. If he shot me, little shit. Was that? Let's go. Oh, look, he spends there. I don't like the sound of his Maddox. It doesn't come across as sounding loud. I've got the kinetics. Come to you. You're inside? Yeah, you're right.
Gosh, midget. A level 3 bag anywhere, is there, man?
I don't know.
Sure.
Some enemy around here somewhere. I heard them. What's it? I know I see them. And now they're sleeping. Coming to you. Got another kinetic here. So there.
Yeah, I can't pick any more up.
Pick one up.
You have to keep holding.
Oh, right. I just picked it up off that kind person who were carrying it. We've got a drop over that way. And we've got a car behind us. This way.
Yeah, that's the one I bought over, I think.
What do you want, quad or car?
Just need to try and find the purple bag. Purple bag or sniper. I need one of the two so I can flip 2 spaces up. Gain or lose 2 spaces while we do it. It's only one up there to be fair. Sorry. Give me a sniper, give me a sniper, give me a sniper.
This weapons drop. I think there might be a couple of people around here. There's a green box up on our right as well. Do you know? I knew there were people here. Oh yeah, chom chom yum yum.
They drop 175 up.
Yeah, I got it. Did you get a sniper extended killed out at green box?
Oh. Oh, you. Oh. Say that again, man.
I've got to go vertical here for you if you want to trade on your sniper.
I don't have them vertical things on.
Right.
Well, no, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm not going to say I never do. I'd rather have the roll, just ice or something like that Although I do have a purple
Yeah.
strength here if you want one.
No, I'm good. I've got everything on. I've got a gold dip and a gold fast doodah.
Ooh.
Oh, try that. Fast ads. You know the sniper.
Oh, no, I never put them on snipers. I put them on the M4s, if anything. I got purples on everything. I've got purple size
Shit! There's
sniper
only one.
expert.
We're here talking in military, right? There's only one person left. Sack it, ready? Behind you.
Oh, fuck off!
I don't think you like me dancing.
That is fucking bullshit. I clipped him with the last one.
I don't think you like. I think you're a critic. I don't think you like me dancing. I'm running out of the building.
That's the other thing that's pissing me off tonight. You can clearly see someone has shot someone and someone else gets the fucking point for it. That is fucking bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. I don't give a fuck about your other 7 kills. You can have them. But I want that fucking... Oh, fuck off with your bleed. You can't see this wanker shit. Fuck off. I'm having that fucking point. Officially and unofficially. I'm having that point.
I just said him running over. Right, I'm gonna do this last one and I'm gonna call it a night, mate. You know? I got shit yesterday. Fucking hell. Did I? Yeah.
Woman troubles, eh?
Just woke up in a fucking bad mood and are in line of sight, basically.
That's women for.
What you been doing today? Sleeping all day? No, I took our Kira to work. I picked her up from work. I'm making tea.
Oh, that's just one fucking gaslighting. I tell you, the older.
Is that it? No. That's what I got. That's what I got. Is that it?
The older we get, the more feminine we become. I swear. You either become really feminine or you get really fucking grumpy and grizzly and gnarly, and you just get really bitter. So you're either feminine and jolly or grizzly and gnarly.
I think we become more feminine because we don't want the fucking can't be asked what fucking here. Right? That's why we just fucking comply like fucking boy out of Star Trek.
That's why I think once you get married and the fucking
you'll be assimilated
in the pants. I swear, as soon as people get married or they're in long-term relationships, which essentially you could just say it is a marriage without a fucking ring on your finger, officially.
Yeah.
Women do wear the pants in a relationship. Fuck that.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's actually better for you. But yeah, if you ever watch Star Trek, we've become the Borg. We've been assimilated. You do right, you do wrong, and when you do wrong, you fucking know you've done wrong. Can't win.
See, when it comes to me, when I'm in the right, I'm still in the fucking wrong. And that doesn't matter whether I'm right or wrong, and I'm still in the fucking wrong.
Listen. That's 50% of the fucking world. It's called being a man. When you're right, you're wrong, and when you're wrong, you're fucking definitely wrong.
Yeah, but even when you got fucking evidence to prove that you're right, you're still in the wrong.
Yeah. And put me people like you to know you're wrong.
Yeah, but see, when it's for me, and I don't know whether you get this, I know that applies to other people as well, is when you're right, you're fucking wrong, even when you've got evidence. But then when the whole thing, whatever it is, goes to shit, they then listen to you. And by that point, you just say, nah, fuck yourself. And you're still the dick either way. Yet you're the one that has been trying to, I don't know whether it's just a man thing or whether it's just certain people, but I know that one full fucking well. When you're in the right, it doesn't matter. And then when the whole world goes to shit, that's when people want to know. Nah.
Oh, yeah. Right, let's crack this last one out. Because I'm down to 22%.
Yeah, I'm down to 40. I'm down to 41.
Alright.
Alright, let's see if we can get first place, again.
Yeah, let's see if I can get that last one.
Just gotta listen to these voice notes quickly.
So, next year on. Yes, developing pace and quiet. Where did everyone jump? Let's have a look. Score. Yeah, oh, you've gone score. There's a few landed behind you. If you're going score. If you're going overgrown, no, there was only one behind. Let's have a look. Nope, it looks clearish.
Yeah, I always divert and that carve within time, but carve somewhere at the last minute because I know there's always going to be some prick behind me. No offense to you or anything, considering you were behind me.
I know. Yeah,
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Oh, you hurt my sensitivity then.
Well, I mean, but we're always going to be a prick to someone anyway. And no matter how fucking angry like you are, you're always going to be a prick to someone, but you know what I meant.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
It's not a fact of being a prick to someone, it's a matter of if they're sensitive or not and they take it personal. Or it's just at a fucking moment, you're just going, fucking prick, listen, it's fucking behind you, just stop fucking arsing around. That's not personal, that's just...
Well,
You've seen them, you're stuck fighting someone else, and you want some fucking cover.
to be fair, some people are just cunts. No,
Yeah, true.
just say it outright. You're being a dickhead, you're a prick, you're a little bastard, whatever it is. I'll just say it how it is. I don't care if you're sensitive or not. I'll just say it how it is. But there are the other times it's just like, if you know them well enough, you know where that line is to go, okay, they're joking about when they're being serious, but you don't normally go to that extent of saying certain things, you know. Although I think I have made needs tonight to grab a video.
You know, how many shots did that take with SKS?
I think I've definitely made needs tonight, so I'm saying something.
Yeah, is it noisy, that SKS? Could you hear that?
Well, yeah, I can hear them. I'm blind, not deaf.
Alright. Is it loud? It needs a suppressor on it, really does. I might put a suppressor on. I've got one in. Oh, there's another one coming towards you. He's coming up behind you. Oh, he's up right hand side. Oh, he's here. Got him. He came back towards me. Sorry. Little shit.
Oh, fucking sword. I don't know which one I like more. The growl or the swordfish.
I don't know about that growl. That growl is not too bad, you know. I didn't like it at first. It is a noisy gun. It is noisy, but it does the business.
No, I'd rather the swordfish. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's another one. The swordfish fires like the M16, but it's got some power behind it.
Oh, I fucking hate it. And it's not the weapon per se, it's the fucking scope to it. I hate it.
Yeah. And I like the IPD, but it's just so slow at getting up to scope. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
See, I think I prefer the swordfish more because I'm a bit more aware of that, or at least the real life counterpart to it anyway, more than the growl. The growl makes it, especially when you look at first person instead of third person, you look like you're holding the firearm like you're a fucking beginner. So where the chamber and the level would be on it, say like on an M16 or not M16, an AK or something like that, on the side. You
Guy
hold
here,
it like you've never held one before.
Shit. There's a guy there.
Oh, as soon as it made contact,
I
right
run out of
on
pocket.
stream. Oh,
I'm gonna have a quick route, because I run out of ammo on my light.
what? Oh, speaking of the M16,
Yeah, I run out of ammo on my lights. I knew my SKS were too fucking slow.
what do you need?
Because on my SKS,
What do you need?
I'm just going to get it now. Light ammo.
I got
What it was were.
I don't use the light ammo.
All right, nice. I've got 21 now. Yeah, what it is, if I'd have come up with the SKS, it always fires the first shot off first as soon as I come up to the scope.
I like the
RPG.
I like the RPG and chopper more so on BR than I do on MP. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I noticed that other day when you were using chopper. I forgot I think he was using it on MP, and I was surprised how fast it is. You know, it's shooting.
I don't think I use it on MP. I think I'm not going to say I never have, because I know there's probably got to be a video somewhere. But I know I definitely do use it more on here between RPD or chopper. Chopper more closer to winner than I am RPD. RPD is probably more like what you'd use now. The chopper is always a little bit more. It's more accurate, but I think the power goes down on. I'm not mistaken.
There's a Maddox up here as well, if you want it. There's ammo up here. I'm full on sniper ammo. I'm full on heavy ammo, and it's just lighting them.
Hold up. There's one nearby. 15 meters out. Keep an eye out. And cheese. Cheese. Cheers for the ammo.
That's alright. I'm full. I just need to get to a green drop and get a sniper expert and turn this SKS into full auto.
If I can locate where the sky is, you might be a knock.
I'm not even picking the A17 up. I'm just running around with a QQ9 and a QQ9 and an SKS.
You got any sniper ammo at all?
Yeah. I've got 200 here. Plus there's some here, which you can't pick up. And there is some here. Right next to an SKS. Just funny enough, the building you just jumped from.
Oh. Cheers, man.
Heavy here. Heavy there. None upstairs. Nope.
Outside, because I think I just saw someone somewhere.
There he is. 2 of them. There's one more coming to you. One more coming to you.
One in the neck and one in the head. That's gonna hurt.
In fact, I'm going to take the purple long range out of that.
There's where I shot him, there's no way you're recovering from a neck shot like that. Not with fucking Rytech, no way.
Oh, have you got a Rytech? The sniper ammo here. There's only one, but
Rytech AM.
It's in the other. It's in the first one you killed. Don't need it in there.
Yeah, one in the neck and one in the forehead. There's no way you're getting up from that. I mean, the forehead will kill you with a fucking sniper. That would. I think the
Well, it worked for David against Goliath. Hit it forward with stone.
You know, I don't know what caliber bullet that I take, because if I had to, well, it's not 50, then that's definitely going to be a high-end one. I'll have to have a look into that, see what kind of caliber bullet and what the it's based off. So I really don't know too much about Vitex, I'm not going to lie. I don't know.
Right, we got a third run. We got a third run now.
Although, that wouldn't surprise me if that's based off the... Hang on.
Jones in. Behind you.
Oh, you little... Right, heads up. You fucking bastard. You shoot me from behind, you little...
He's out. He's out.
Oh,
You get him?
if he's not out, he's gonna be. Come in.
Got him now. I had him.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if
Stay we are.
the this is off the I can't think what the fucking make is now. It's a Beretta M2 or something like that. I'll have to have a look now.
Right, we got. Oh, we've got a long run. Let's go. Let's we can find a car.
I'll have to have a search on that, see what the Vitex based off, because I know the one I'm thinking of. I can't think what the model name is for it. I'll let you know once I find out. But I know the one I'm on about. Let's get in the circle, have a quick look.
Yeah, I'll do it in a sec. We got on top beside it banking. There's a truck there anyway.
I was going to say there should be a car somewhere.
Right, get up the Davis building. I'm ready for Elf. Ready? Let's go. Back in zone. Ooh, get on.
Put the health down first and then get me up.
I will do that. I need it to fill up first.
Shit.
It's nearly there. 3, 2, 1.
You got any health as well, man? Oh shit. Go. Go.
Oh, the bastard won't go. I'll give you a nudge if I need to. Give you a nudge.
Yay!
There you go.
Cheers, man. We need to find another car because we've literally got like 20 seconds there before that thing comes on our ass. Oh, that sounds long, that too. Oh no, you don't.
Where's his mate? There he is.
Oh, I hate these things.
Let's go. There's a drop over here anyway.
Yeah, and that circle's nearly on us as well. On the left.
So I've got a snowboard. I'll make it.
There's a helicopter just up the top here from you.
Yeah.
Ooh, and there's a boom boom as well. Yay.
Oh, it's on roof. I can't get it.
Oh! Oh, you little bastard. I haven't got any health. there. Me, fuck off on missing for a second. Fucking hell, man. You know I'm playing COD, and yet you wonder why you moan at me
there's no helicopter.
personal shit coming up on the screen and putting it on YouTube and that, and yet you know I'm on fucking COD, and you keep pinging me a fucking message every 2 minutes. Can't fucking moan at me when you know I'm already on COD. Just fucking wait a second, woman.
Where the helicopter was, there should be one guy there. There's a car coming down towards us. Get behind the rocket if you can.
I know, but I've literally got no help at all.
Got a couple of footwits in front of me.
I've literally got no help at all. That's the bomb. Come on, help. Fucking thing it. Hang on.
Is there a gold sniper expert in there? I really do it.
Right now, I don't know. I just want to get the fuck out of touch.
Car. Here it comes. I've got one.
Oh, you fucking cunt. Fucking gangbanging spit there. All at the same time.
Fucking bastard. Get off.
Someone's got a smoke thing as well. Huge. Just bail. There's a whole team there. And one of them's a smoke bomber as well. One of them perk things.
Well, I've got medic. I can stay out of zone anyway, hopefully. Unless one's a sniper. Come on.
Yeah, well, one of them's
one's a sniper.
One of them
is
a sniper as well, unless they've taken them down. Your best bet is go all the way around and then come up behind them, and if you can...
I am. Yeah.
Perk yourself up.
There he is, you see him? Yeah. I just seen him land.
Fucking gangbanged and spit roast all at the same time, eh? Fucking bastard. And then he has the birch and fucking nerve to fucking gas me out as well. A fucking smoke bomb. Fucking bastard. I tell you, when they get in a team, they really are getting gnarly. I'm not gonna lie. Both your Ravagers and your dogs and your fucking smokes and your bleeding, you know.
The two toxic ones is having right over there, Mechanic and Ravager. That's toxic.
Yeah, that was last night, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And two guys after you. You would have got away, but Mechanic would have fucking sucked the life out of you.
Fucking boys. I'll tell you, once they know who's like, okay, who's the ground game and who's the kind of up high, the what they call crow's nest or eagle eye or whatever they call it, and that, you're fucked. As soon as they know, they come after you with a vengeance, and they really fucking go after you. And the problem is as well, if you've got like 20 people left and you're relatively in a kind of mid-range radius, you've got no hope because your fucking scope shines off or that comes up on that map. If you're anywhere within about 200 meters, that comes up on that map. You're screwed. Or not 200, I think it's 100 or 150, I think that's when it comes up. Fucking bastards. They're getting gnarly. I tell you, they're getting gnarly.
Oh, they are. Right, I shall catch you later on tonight then. I'm going to go with one charge, I think. I've put my other phone on, I'll have a quick solo, and then I'm fucking bed before she comes back.
What's today? Saturday. Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Up for the shop, get some chicken. I'll be on. Might even
Well,
get
I know.
one at this
Yeah, well, I know. Well, when she's back at R7, I know straight away. Gonna pretend I've woke up and I've got to go fucking fill Carl. Only because she's doing an extra tonight, so I can get some peace and quiet. Yeah.
But why don't she go and actually fill the car up and on the way back? Or is that just is that me or is that just a typical woman thing? Oh, I've been out all day. I've used the fucking.
No. Right, hospital she works at. She comes down motorway. It's the opposite. There's no petrol stations near.
Ah.
That's all it is. So it's either go 10 minutes out your way off the motorway, or straight down motorway and you're going in 5. I know it's only 5 minutes, but plus I've got to go up that way anyway. I think I'm gonna go for something. Well, I know I'm going for a bacon sausage and egg, a mushroom and cheese. Fucking take it. Fuck that. I'll get one of them from roadside cafe.
That was going to be the next question was, yeah, it's either that or are you heading out that way for shopping or whatever it is, and it makes a bit more sense.
We don't do. It's a weird one. We don't do shopping. Well, we do shopping. We don't do shopping anymore. We used to do it monthly or weekly. Now we just do it like daily because the tastes change. You don't. We used to buy like 2 bags of sausage in or whatever. We don't now. Just get it if and when needed. You know, for that day.
To be fair, that you're not the only one that kind of does that. There are a lot of people that kind of do like a daily thing or a weekly thing or whatever, and some people just bulk buy and then keep it in there for as and when. But I must admit, that's handy when you go to the shop about 5 minutes or 10 minutes round the corner, because you can just kind of go for a specific thing. Everyone's different.
I was literally come out like. Go down bottom of my road, which is I live on a horseshoe, but bottom of the road, take a right. I'm on dual carriageway. Literally 3 minutes, and I'm at Aldi, B&M's, Barn Warehouse, all bargains. So I'm not too bad. And then I just walk around and see what I fancy if it's to eat, and then that's it. That's 2.
Ours is about 15 by car anyway. It's about a 15-minute ride down the thing. Obviously, could be a little bit more or less if there's no traffic or whatever, but it's normally about that. But where I was before, what I was travelling about and everything, it's roughly about pretty much the same thing, really, about 10-15 minutes. So it is handy, but it's also a pain in the ass when you can't be asked to go out. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I had to force myself.
Right now.
Are we on at the same time tonight, yeah? Roughly?
Well, I could be. I'm normally typically on an average kind of medium anyway. I'm normally on anywhere from about 11 onwards, because I know, especially when you or anyone else gets into talkative mode, I can normally put my phone on charge for 5-10 minutes, and it kind of stalls the charging for a bit.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Well,
anywhere between 11 and onwards, really, 11 and a half, 11, but there might be the odd time where it'll be 10:30, other times it could be 12, 1 o'clock, but typically if I'm not on by 11, then I'm normally on within about half an hour to an hour later, give or take.
Yeah, no problems. Yeah, if I've fallen asleep, I normally wake up about 11:30, 12-ish, if I've gone kip at 8 o'clock. Yeah. An hour or 2.
Power nap.
Right, I'll catch you later, son.
Power nap. Alright, see you, man.
Yeah, power nap. See you in a bit. Good games.